Hey, Todd from Tburrier.com. Do you ever struggle with time? Right? You struggle with time and getting the time, dedicating the time to build your business. Well, one part of this could be, and it's not going to be for now, but it could be how to map that out and prioritize it in your life period, which is important to do. But I'm going to share with you a little tip today that I call zero time. And that is be able to build your business in time that's already allocated to something else. And a great example of that would be, for example, commuting, right? So if you have a commute, the average commute in the United States is almost 26 minutes each way. In a lot of places it's longer, but we just use that. So if that was time that someone had planned and could use properly, that's almost an hour that they could engage in their business that they're already doing something else. So maybe standing in a line somewhere, right? I never go anywhere without something to do. And nowadays with our cell phone, we always have the ability to be making contacts or communicating with people no matter what we're doing. And this lesson is a little bit inspired by a little fishing analogy. When I go fishing, typically when I go fishing, you go from spot to spot, and usually the spots aren't that far apart. So maybe they require a 5-minute boat ride from one spot to the next, or maybe a 3-minute boat ride. And so what I typically will do is I will troll from spot to spot. So if I know I'm going to move, I'll just go slowly to the next spot, but I'm trolling. So what am I doing? I'm moving to another spot, but I'm actually fishing while I'm doing it. And so you can't imagine how many fish I've caught in my life during that process. All I was doing was moving to another spot, but I ended up catching a fish because I was using zero time, right? I was using zero time to actually fish. And that's the same way you can do it in your work. So let me give you a little understanding about how this works. And this is only possible because of all the technology we have in today's world, which makes it so awesome because time actually really isn't an issue. Yeah, if it's really important to you, you should be carving out blocks of time. But I'm giving you an example about how to be effective in time that is otherwise already accounted for. And so first, it's about planning. So we'll use the commute as an example. You want to be planning this, right, so that you can be efficient. So take a few minutes and put a list together the night before. And so in the morning, you can immediately engage. So what can you do in a commute? Well, you can do reach outs, right? You can do voice texts, right? Or if you're sitting in stop and go, you can actually do a text in between stopping and going, right? So those, you can reach out and initiate contacts. You could do multiple of those in the morning. Right? Well, heck, you could even do it in the bathroom if you wanted to, but that's zero time, right? So you're making, and I would suggest you do these in the AM. So you do multiple reach outs in the AM. Another thing you can do during that space is you can do encouragers. And that is you just shoot a quick message to someone on your team. Let them know you're thinking about them. Let them know that you're available if there's something they need, if they have a question or you want to help them. You can also use that time for your training and personal development to grow yourself in the work. So if you had a 25-minute commute, for example, you could do 5 reach outs, you could do 5 encouragers and spend 15 minutes in personal development. Wow, what an awesome way to start your day. And then what can happen from that is you get people responding back to you through the day that you can then talk to on the way home. So on the way home, you're actually working your contacts on the way home that you initiated in the morning. You could also do more reach outs and say, hey, I'm going to be at my desk in a few hours. Let me know if you can chat tonight, right? So you can do reach outs on your way home. You can do follow-ups on your way home. And then, of course, you can do training. Excuse me. I'm losing my voice. You can do training and personal development on the way home to get you inspired. So that's a way that you can use zero time to build your business. And when you start to incorporate that philosophy into your whole life, you find that anywhere you go, you can be productive. Doesn't matter where you are. And that's how you can fit it in. Because really, it's just about conversations, right? Our business is just about conversations. Conversations that can lead to helping someone else. That's all you're doing. And it's so easy to be purposefully engaging in those if you plan it properly and use time that you otherwise couldn't use for anything. So hope that was beneficial for you. Feel free to share this message with anyone you like or your team. If you haven't got my 27 scripts that really will help you in your reach outs, make sure you go to tburrier.com and put in your email and get your free download. That's an MP3. You can listen to that in the car too. So hope this was helpful. See you next time.